So let's start with the interview. Hannah, I mean, we have Pankri ma'am over here. She'll start the process.
Okay,
Hi,
sir.
Pratiksha. How are you?
Good, ma'am. I'm good.
Great. So first of all, many congratulations for clearing the written test. And I'm glad that you have this opportunity for this personal interview at the college of your choice for the IPM program. So today we will start and then we will, start with the interview process, then end with a small feedback on how you did on your interview and what are the improvement points. Okay. So Pratiksha, why don't you, tell us about yourself, where are you from, what do you do, and what are your career interests going ahead in life?
Okay, so I am from New Delhi, and coming from a big city like Delhi, I have met different people in my life. So that has made me a little accommodative of the diversity around me. And I did my schooling from Delhi Public School, Vasant Kunj. I had commerce with mathematics when I was in 11th and 12th. And I received 95.6% when I was in class 12th board exams. And my hobbies include badminton, cycling, jogging. I really enjoy these activities because they keep my stress levels low, and at the same time, badminton helps to improve the focus. And reading novels is also my hobby. And my father is a professor at Delhi University. My mother is a homemaker. And the reason why I chose management is because coming from DPS Vasant Kunj, I had to work in a lot of group works and projects right from the beginning. So that experience was very enriching for me because I had to meet different people, and working in team made me understand topics in depth. And at the same time, I could learn a lot from the peers. So that really was an exciting experience, and I thought that management is very closely related to the teamwork aspect, so I have chosen management. Also, management is about important topics of commerce, and those topics I found really interesting in 11th and 12th. So having a good understanding of those topics is also a key element of management, so I thought that I can continue with those topics also. So this is what brings me here.
All right, you talked about management, right, Pratiksha?
Yes, sir.
So why only IPM? You could have chosen any other college in India, and they are giving you wonderful BMS degrees, BBA degrees. But why integrated program in management?
So there are certain uniqueness of this course which made me apply for this. Basically, sir, the first thing which I found very interesting about the course was the curriculum of the course. It has been designed in a very comprehensive manner, and at the same time, it is not monotonous. That monotony sometimes I kept feeling when I was in school because it was all about commerce that we were doing. But here it is much beyond that. So, curriculum is one aspect which brings me here. Second, and the most important element, which so far I have not seen anywhere else, is that IIM is an institution which gives a lot of weightage to the initiative that the students take. Some of the examples are the TI shops run by the students in the campus. So this helps them apply practically what they are understanding in the classroom, at the same time giving them ample opportunities to innovate and discover. And third, and the most important element is that it is an institute which has an environment of its own, where different students from different backgrounds having different interests and talents meet together. So in that kind of background, I think I will get a lot of learning, and that is going to improve my personality in a very nice way. So having a dynamic personality is important for being a good manager, and all along with the required analytical rigor which this course is going to look after. So these are the few things which I find very unique about the curriculum and the environment and campus life. So I have chosen IPM specifically from IIM Indore.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute.
No
So
problem.
Pritika, we spoke a lot about your interest. I get that, you feel the connect and you feel that great environment and diversity that the college is going to provide you. What's your plan B if you got forward, but if you do not convert this interview for IIM Indore?
Yes, ma'am. So basically, I would like to tell you that this is my second attempt. I was really very desperate about getting into IIM. But last year also I faced the same question that if not IIM, IPM in the second attempt, then what? So that is the reason why I had taken admission for economics honors at Miranda House, Delhi University. And currently I'm doing that course. So if not that, then I will continue with this course and at the same time try to participate in different types of societies of my college so that personality aspect is taken care of along with curriculum.
So Pritika, I think great point, but I have a query. Okay, Miranda House. I'm a big fan of Miranda House. Okay, and I want to understand because you've already spent like a year. I know it's work. I mean, everything is from home, but still, uh, you've spent like a good 1 year,
No,
at your college. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am, please continue.
Right. So I want to understand that now that you understand, you have a network also probably that you've built here, and then still you want to go for IPM. So what is it that you were missing in your current surroundings that you think is going to be taken care of in the IPM program?
Definitely, ma'am. First thing which I found wanting in my college was the curriculum only. The curriculum basically could not satisfy all my requirements. Since I have to be a manager, I have to work in a business environment where I can sustain and work well only if I have good understanding of the various elements of the business environment, right? So eco honors is not going to prepare me in all directions. But IPM is a course that is going to prepare me in all directions. It will also look after the technical issues by teaching us computer science. So this is one thing. And secondly, sometimes I feel the same monotony that I used to feel in the school, in the college also, because it is eco everywhere. Economics is given maximum weightage. Sometimes eco teachers try to take classes from other teachers also and say eco is important. This is what is inculcated in our mind in the college, that eco is of prime importance for you. So being a student who has interest in different things and wants to learn all as many things as possible, I sometimes think that this should not happen. Students should be prepared in all directions. So that is the reason why I found something missing in the college also. And the other thing which I found missing was definitely the peers and everything. Definitely at this moment, even an IPM student would be feeling the same thing. But I was feeling the same thing in the school also, since the classes there would end after 6 hours and then we are at home. So we can't really think and discuss topics taught beyond the class. So these are the things which I found missing in the college, and that is the reason why I am giving it a second try this year.
Okay, Pratiksha, if you can briefly tell me, because you talked a lot about curriculum of IPM. So so something about in and around IPM curriculum, and briefly in just, if you can do it in 2 minutes.
Okay, sir. So I have understood that the curriculum has 4 important pillars. First is information technology, mathematics, economics, and also there was another thing, statistics. So under these topics, we would be taught game theory, optimization, macroeconomics, microeconomics, international trade, and government and society. The other things would include psychology, sociology, communication, presentation skills. And then there are foreign languages also like French, German, Spanish. And I have studied German in my school, so I would love to continue with that, which I can't do in the college. Another reason why I want to do IPM. And there will be internships after 2 years of completing the course. There would be a social internship, and in the 4th or the 5th year there would be a business internship. So a lot of exposure would be given to the students.
All right, now we'll end this interview in a crisp way today, Pankhuri ma'am. Let me ask this last question to Pratiksha. Just consider me someone who is not having a single hair on the head. Okay. How are you going to sell a com to me?
To you.
Enact it.
So since you don't have hair on your head, definitely trying to convince you by saying that this comb is for combing hair, for combing the hair, is not going to be a good reason to give you.
You just enact it. You just enact it and sell a com to me.
Enacting you. Basically, sir, I will try to explain you that this comb is not just for using it in the hair. This comb can be used for itching the body also. And that is something which is going to help you. It is a different way in which comb can be used. And I think that this is what some of us often do. So this is how I'm going to try and sell the comb to you.
I thought of keeping this interview small. There's a special reason behind that, Pankti ma'am, because there are times when students have to give an interview for 5 to 10 minutes, and how do they exactly face that? So, Pankti ma'am, if you can give the feedback now to her.
Right, right. So, Pratika, I'm very happy, with the interview, the way you are answering your questions. I'm happy the way you articulated your entire introduction, talking about your interest at the same time, talking about why you are taking the IPM course. And then what I also liked about you is your listening skills. Okay, so you heard the question, you broke it down in a structured manner, and then gave the answer. So it shows a lot of weightage that you are giving to the panelists sitting in the interview panel. Okay. Now, probably one thing that I think you might have to work on it, that would be, your story around, this is your second attempt at IPM. Okay. And as somebody in the panel, I might ask that, if you were so passionate about IPM, why did you even join something else? You could have taken like a drop for an entire year and then have gone for it. That's one. Second question that can come across towards you is that because you're there, right? You've spent a year or whatever period of time for first year at a college, right? Why don't you spend another couple of years there and then directly opt for an MBA, for a 2-year MBA? Because essentially you're interested in having a management degree with you, which is going to hone your overall skills, a residential program, right? So Indore is still going to offer you that through CAT, right? So that could be the second question that could come your way, and you need to be prepared for that. Okay. So these are my few feedbacks for you. Over to you, Rahul.
Okay, Pratiksha, fantastic. First of all, let me tell you this thing, because you have been SuperGrad students last year as well, and you did a fantastic job today. When I compare your before and today, there is a huge difference and huge shift. First thing, your camera position. I think you have placed it on center table. Center table है, right? It's not the study table. या थोड़ा सा level अगर जहाँ हम बैठते हैं उस पे हो तो next time से whenever you're giving, I kept it purposely small क्योंकि I wanted to give the flavor of this interview to the people that 5 मिनट या 6 मिनट का कोई अगर इंटरव्यू होता है तो उसको कैसे निकालना है, कैसे चल रहा है, ठीक है? So in the second round, after this HR interview round, we'll be conducting more tougher rounds for you and elaborative ones. Okay. मेरा एक फीडबैक ये है, आप बहुत elaborative answers दे रहे हो. Like if you can cut short them by 3/4. Like अभी मैंने देखा जो क्वेश्चन पूछा जा रहा है बहुत मैनेजमेंट शायद बहुत कम पूछा गया था, but you elaborated a lot. तो if you can अभी जो आंसर दे रहे हो उसका 3/4 आंसर अगर दो, ठीक है, if you prepared it और अपने लेवल पे जो भी, तो अच्छा रहेगा. कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है कि आफ्टर पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम हो गया, समझ गया हम लोग कि आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हो. सेकंड, लास्ट क्वेश्चन स्पेसिफिकली उस पे मैं आपको एक फीडबैक देना चाहता हूं. व्हेन आई टोल्ड यू टू इनैक्ट, यू शुड हैव गिवन एन अटेम्प्ट ऑन इट.
Okay.
That was in your hand. You should have tried enacting it. Performed well or not going to perform well is a second thing. ठीक है, but अगर आपने try किया भी होता, you would have got marks for that particular answer. But right now, I'm not going to put a mark for that particular thing. Do not give up for any of the questions being asked, unless and until it's a general knowledge based question or a current affairs based question. So this was the feedback from my side.
And sir, I wanted to ask something like, what could be a better answer for the last thing that you asked?
See, you could have sold it to my family, if not to me. Like, you could have sold it for my beer.
Yes.
Mustache. You could have said it's a luxury comp. There are numerous answers to it. It's a luxury comp, not used only for comp. Nail cutter bhi iske saath hai, ye hai falana nim ka. So that will be. So It's only creativity at that point of time. Impromptu, how impromptu you are. Pankuni ma'am, over to you.
I am good, I think, and Pratik, I mean, great stuff. Keep this going, keep the momentum going, and just as Rahul was saying, have so once you keep the camera in front of you, the body language and the posture becomes great. Okay, so and that creates a lot of that marginal impact in the interview. Okay, so make sure of that. Other
We'll
than
be
that,
giving
all
you
good.
written feedback as well. So written feedback will be reaching you on your email ID. Just share the email ID right now with Pankuni ma'am in the chat box. And in the next round, we'll be talking about, we'll be grooming you more. Thank you, Pratiksha.
Thank you, sir.